Good Morning Miramar, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m., right here, right now.
Good morning, Miramar. My name is Danielle Reales, Marketing Coordinator with the City of Miramar's Office of Marketing and Public Relations. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this very special segment. We are here today to give you all of the very important information that we have regarding event rental spaces here in Miramar. We have so many different options available for you and your next special occasion that we wanted to share with you this morning. So before we get into all of that information, I'd like to introduce our first guest. Her name is Jocelyn Schroeder Bowling. She is the Sales and Community Engagement Coordinator for the Miramar Cultural Center, here today to talk to you about all of the event rental facilities available right here in Miramar Town Center. Good morning, Jocelyn.
Good morning, Danielle.
How are you today?
Wonderful. Thank you for having me here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Now, before we get into the different options that are available for events right here at Town Center, tell us a little bit about yourself and your role here with the city.
So I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator. I also work in sales, and the main role that I have here is making sure that the community knows all the availability they have within the Town Center Plaza at the Miramar Cultural Center.
Wonderful. Now, for those of you who don't know, Miramar Town Center is very centrally located right here in the city of Miramar. We are right on Flamingo and Red Road here in Miramar, and it's very central to all parts of the city, whether you're living in historic Miramar or West Miramar, centrally located. We are right in the middle of it all. And what's great is that our Miramar Town Center is actually on our City Hall campus at 2400 Civic Center Place. And it's great because if you are hosting your next event and you'd like something close to home, this is definitely an option for you. We're also close to many major highways, which is great as well. Absolutely. For family and friends who might be traveling to your next event location. Now, Jocelyn, I know that the Miramar Cultural Center has a number of options that people can rent and use for different types of events. Tell us a little bit about the different event spaces that you have.
Right, so the benefit that we have there is you can come and rent our banquet hall facility if you're having a meeting or if you would like to host a reception or a party. We have a lot of Sweet 16s that take place there as well for the young ones. And if you are interested in maybe just having a small meeting space or classroom, we also offer classroom space, dance studio space, and we have a full state-of-the-art theater as well with a capacity of 800. So lots of different ways to rent at our facility, and that's not all. We actually also have a botanical garden on the outside where beautiful ceremonies and events take place, as well as the Anderson Art Gallery, which is going to be your first approach when walking in the building and is open to the public from 10 to 2, Monday through Friday.
Wonderful. So as Jocelyn mentioned, we have a number of different event spaces useful for any kind of event that you'd like. Now, the Botanical Garden, that one is a little bit special. Tell us what people can expect, if they haven't been there, what they can see upon walking into our Botanical Gardens.
Right, so what's beautiful is the Allison Sky View. It's got a luminous glow in the evening, but even upon approach, you just have a great ambiance around the sound, and the view of the lake is just wonderful for people who are looking for a nice scenic outdoor space that gives a coastal feeling, but it's just centered within Miramar. And I think it's a beautiful opportunity if you're looking for a nice outdoor venue that will give you all of the feeling of having nature surrounding you within this small town center plaza.
Yes. Now, you also mentioned the main ballroom and the banquet facilities. That's a pretty large space. What does that accommodate?
So we can accommodate 300 in a reception style, about 600 in a cocktail style, which is incredible. But I don't want to discourage our guests who are looking for a smaller venue. Although we have a 4,500 square foot space, we can separate and divide those rooms into as small as 1,500 square feet, and that'll allow for a more intimate setting.
Yes, and also what we didn't mention, the banquet hall actually overlooks the lake as well.
Yes.
So you get that indoor-outdoor feel with the beautiful views.
Absolutely.
Which is really nice as well. Now, tell us about you mentioned a few of the events that people host here in Miramar, but what are some other options that maybe you didn't mention?
So, especially within our community, a lot of times we have our clients who are just looking for a small classroom space or a dance studio, or we have local schools who are looking to put on graduations as well as plays and tons of fundraising opportunities within the nonprofit community. It allows them to have their events or galas and come to a nice centered space and meet with their guests with a variety of options, and it gives them a chance to flow from room to room. What I love about our banquet hall is that the gallery is right beside it, and it makes for a beautiful cocktail hour or registration space while they get to overlook all of the new artwork that's being put in. It changes over. We're currently enjoying the way that it all flows because it's a great break for them. And if you're having a corporate meeting and you need a space to break out within the building, the classrooms are upstairs and can accommodate you as well. Great AV and technology available on hand. Whatever we can't access within, we're always willing to reach out and make it the best experience that you can have in our facility.
Definitely. Now, we also offer catering
That's
within Miramar Cultural Center. Tell us a little bit about the catering process. What kind of options are available for people looking to access catering?
What I love about what we have to offer is we're a full service venue. So everything that you might have in mind when it comes to creating a menu for your guest, we allow you to customize that. Any dietary restrictions you have, you make us aware of, and we're going to be sure to accommodate all of your guests. It gives you an opportunity to get ideas when looking at our menu, but more importantly, you get to bring in your culture and flavor when it comes down to what you would like to serve. And that is the best benefit of having an executive chef full-time in-house, is that everything that we put out, we give control on how we can make sure that it's exactly to your liking. We offer tastings in advance for our guests, especially if they have a very large gala or a wedding reception coming up. So what we put out is exactly what you expected on the night of your event.
That's great. And as far as people maybe looking to utilize outside catering services, is that allowed with the facilities that we offer currently, or will everything go through your in-house catering?
So within our facility, we do not allow outside food and beverage.
Okay,
However,
important.
that being said, there is a very special occasion where if you have a wedding cake or some sort of specialty cake that you would like to bring in, we won't restrict that, as well as your entertainment, such as a DJ or decorating.
Okay.
We do have some regulations when it comes to things that can or cannot be brought within, but it's always within bounds of something that makes everyone happy. So.
Yes. And what I liked about what you said was that, obviously the chef is available, an executive chef that we have in-house,
Correct.
available to customize any menu and create anything to your liking. But you also have the opportunity to add your own flair as well. So if you want to bring in certain decorations or a certain cake like you mentioned, or if there's certain lighting or audiovisual that you'd like to customize, you can really make the space your own and transform it.
Absolutely. And I think the reason why we are so big on making sure that we are the ones who can provide you with as much as we can in-house is because we want a seamless event for you, just like anyone else. We want to make sure that the food, the timing, the staffing, and all of the things that come with having a successful event are going to be as flawless as we can make them possible. And if we can add on the extra flair by allowing you to bring in your own unique perspective of how you would like certain things designed, it's important that we work very closely with you, even through the processes that we bring to the table, not just what you'll bring in on your own.
Absolutely. That's wonderful. And so for people out here who are interested in maybe some of these event spaces or learning more information, tell us a little bit more about the rental process. So would they go online? Would they give you a call? How does that work?
So there's several ways that you can go through the process. If you are trying to do it from home, you can visit our Miramar Cultural Center website and you go on to the events email. And if you send us an email, it allows you to fill out a simple application or send us a message, just kind of going over what it is that you're looking for. That is the same when it comes to the theater as well. So whether it's the banquet hall space or the theater space, you can go to the Miramar Cultural Center website. If that is not the way that you would like to proceed, you are always welcomed to come within our business hours of 10 and 2. The Anison Art Gallery doors are going to be the best entryway within the building. They are always open from 10 and 2 for you to walk in and just receive information on hand, and also for our guests who would just like to come and take a look at the facility. As long as we don't have a private function taking place, we welcome you to come and view our facilities there. We'll give you a site tour as well as the packets. And the most easiest way that people like to go with is giving us a call. And that is something that I always encourage as well. So I like to extend our phone number for you to call our sales line, and that's 954-602-4509. And you'll have several people who would be able to help guide you to get to the right person to make sure that we can accommodate your event needs.
That's great. And I know that you've had a lot of events here in the Miramar Cultural Center. Has there been any really special takeaways that you've seen people kind of after the event saying? Any positive feedback that you can share that might encourage people to just look into the venue and get some more information?
Yes, absolutely. You know, I think the part that touches my heart the most is whether we're hosting an event that's free for the community or we have an event rental. What I love to hear back is how we were able to give them an experience to remember. I love to receive photos from my clients on their wedding day, when they are within the facility and they can't stop raving about how good the food is, and they take some home to go with them, and it's just beautiful to see that they've truly enjoyed themselves and they feel welcomed. And I'd say some of our best events come from right here within Miramar, and that's a beautiful thing, whether it's a large corporation that's located in Miramar or it's a small function that's taking place because somebody has something to celebrate. We are just glad to be able to accommodate those things. So it's been my most pleasure, and I'd say that anybody who's interested in having an event here in Miramar, you probably want to stop and check out what we have to offer first.
Yes, definitely. So as Jocelyn mentioned, we have a variety of different event rental spaces available at the Miramar Cultural Center for events of pretty much any size, and any opportunity you would have to be interested in reaching out to us. We would love to have you make an appointment with Jocelyn and just come on in and visit us and take some time to tour our spaces so that we can share with you the information that best suits your needs.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Jocelyn, so much for being with us this morning.
It's my pleasure.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we return, we'll be speaking with Tiffany Davis from our Parks and Recreation Department, who's going to be talking to us all about the different park rentals that you can take advantage of as well. Stay tuned. Good morning, Miramar. Welcome back. My name is Danielle Reales, Marketing Coordinator with the City of Miramar's Office of Marketing and Public Relations. We're continuing our conversation all about event facility rentals that are available right here in Miramar. We just finished chatting with Jocelyn with our Miramar Cultural Center, who told us all about the different rental opportunities that we have right here at Miramar Town Center. What we wanted to also make note of was that there are special rates available for Miramar residents and nonprofits who are looking to host events at the Miramar Cultural Center. So once again, if you would like more information on that, please reach out to Jocelyn, and you can visit us at our website, MiramarCulturalCenter.org. Now, at this time, I'd like to introduce Customer Service Specialist with the City of Miramar's Parks and Recreation Department, Ms. Tiffany Davis. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Thank you so much for being here today. It's such a pleasure having you on the show again. Tiffany is one of our superstar co-hosts that we sometimes have when we have special segments. So we're so glad to have her here today talking to us more about her role with the City of Miramar. Yes. So Tiffany, tell us a little bit about what you do here in the city and the services you provide to our community.
Okay, again, as you had told them, I am a customer service representative for the Parks and Recreation Department, and one of my main duties is the rentals of our facilities, which is our park pavilions and some of our rooms, because some of our locations also have multi-purpose rooms where you can have an indoor rental as well.
Wonderful. Now, for those of you who don't know, the City of Miramar actually has over 40 parks.
Over 40 parks, yes, we do.
So there are so many different opportunities, so many different locations throughout Miramar. So wherever you live, you can really access a great location specific to your event needs. Mm-hmm. Now, Tiffany, tell us about the different options that are available to rent at the different parks.
Okay. Well, we out of the 40 parks, I would say about 5 to 10 of them actually have pavilions or fields for rental. One of our main locations is Miramar Regional Park. Mm-hmm. They use that park. It has over, I believe, 6 pavilions and also a corporate pavilion which seats over 250 to 500 people. Wow. So whenever you have a corporate picnic or a large baby shower or birthday party, you're able to use that facility, and you could contact them directly at Miramar Regional Park at 954-883-6950, and someone there will give you all the rates that you need. And again, we do have Miramar rates as well as non-resident rates.
Yes. So if you live in Miramar, definitely take advantage of the parks that we have right here in your backyard, because you can get an extra special discount that you might not receive at another park in another city. Right. So it's something to keep in mind.
Right. And then we have other facilities. We have River Run Park, which just also have a small multi-purpose room. And that room fits about 50 people, where and also has a pavilion. And then we have a new park, Civic Center Park, which is adjacent to our Miramar Aquatic Center. Nice. So if you want to have a pool party and have a larger party, other than, because there's funbrellas you can rent there too, but you have a larger crowd, you're able to rent out the pavilion that's adjacent to the aquatic center.
So it's really nice. So is that an outdoor pavilion?
Yes.
With the funbrellas and the pool space as well, so you can kind of have like a big pool party where everyone's kind of in different areas.
Right. The funbrella is actually inside the aquatic center, where the pavilion is right outside adjacent to it. So you're able to rent the pavilion separately, but still have all the fun amenities of the aquatic center.
That's really nice. So as you mentioned, there's a lot of kind of outdoor events that take place. I know that, like you mentioned, birthday parties, corporate meetings outside, different kind of corporate engagement pieces for employees and things like that. Now, I know that there are plenty of different rates that people can take advantage of, as well as, times that they're able to rent these facilities. Are there any restrictions that we should know about?
Yes, there are restrictions. At majority of our parks, you're able to, definitely at birthday parties, you can have bounce houses, but you can't have like mechanical rides or water attractions. And then there's also
pause. Yeah.
Okay.
Still rolling on
Yeah. And actually, that's Billy calling me.
Like, where are you?
Oh my goodness, I forgot to put my phone on vibrate.
It's okay. I'm gonna have to re-record everything.
Hello?
Just kidding, don't talk about it.
I'm in.
Okay. Ready?
Hold on. Just that moved the mic. Okay.
I think our next guest is here. Somebody just walks in. Just check. Yeah, we're in the middle of things, but you can come on in.
Hi there. How are you? We're finishing up this segment and then I'm gonna scoot you in here, okay? Thank you so much for coming. And there's some water there if you'd like to grab some water. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Busy 1 second.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
So Tiffany, you mentioned that there are a lot of different events that take place here in the city of Miramar at our pavilions. Are there any specific restrictions that people should know about when renting park facilities?
Yes, there are a few restrictions. I know everyone loves the bounce houses, and you can have them, but there are a few restrictions in regards to the bounce houses. Like you can't utilize any that has water functions with it. No mechanical rides are allowed. Some parks, like our Vizcaya Park, is a green park, so you're not allowed to have live animals there.
Okay.
But you still can have trackless trains and pavilions, but again, no water pavilions. And those are mainly our main restrictions. You can have a DJ, but it can't be loud, amplified music. You know, now everybody has the nice Bluetooth speakers that we're able to use, and they're able to blast and play the music just as loudly, but able to keep them down. Because some of our parks are still adjacent to neighbors. They have
residential areas.
Yes. Like Silver Shores Park, that has one of our bigger pavilions, but again, it's adjacent to our residents. So, you know, to still be kind and nice to our residents, we try to keep the noise as minimum as possible.
Absolutely. And you made a couple of great points. So, you know, definitely before, you know, looking into what facility you'd like to rent, reach out to Tiffany, because Tiffany can give you the right information as regard to restrictions in the areas that you're specifically looking for. Mm-hmm. How does the rental agreement process and application process work for those who are trying to secure a space for their next party or event?
Okay, so we have a few locations that have on-site staff, which is our Vizcaya Park and Anson Sports Complex. They have a multi-purpose room you're able to use. We have a Sunset Lakes Community Center, which also have a multi-purpose room as well as a ballroom that seats, I believe, 250 people. So that is utilized for receptions. They have on-site staff that's able to assist them. And also Miramar Regional Park, they have on-site staff. Now we have other few parks, which I am the direct contact, which is our River Run Park, our Lakeshore Park, which is inside Sherman Circle, mm-hmm. and our Silver Shores Park, and a nice, cute little park called 19th Street Park.
Yes.
So you will reach out to me directly. My number is 954-602-3173, and you're able to come in. I'm located here at City Hall location in the Community Development Building, and I'm located on the second floor on the left-hand side. And hopefully next year we'll be kicking off our online services. So we're looking forward to that.
Yes, and as Tiffany mentioned, she's a wonderful resource if you have any specific questions, and maybe you're looking to rent a park that she doesn't oversee directly. You can definitely touch base with her, visit her here at our town center location, and she can point you in the right direction. She is wonderful at providing all of those options for all of you. Now, for those who are renting as well, is there any kind of like deposit that needs to be made, or is it more of just signing an agreement and kind of moving forward?
All of our rentals, except for our field rentals, because I've been talking strictly about pavilions or rooms, but we do also rent our fields. Our fields, when you want to play not one-on-one, but group soccer games, but it's more than 2 or 3 people, it's an organized game, you need a field rental. Because our guys are really good. They're strict. They will come and make you stop, and sometimes our resident gets upset, but the small fee helps keep, it's a small cost to make sure we have the beautiful amenities for our residents.
Yes.
And so that doesn't require a deposit. And again, we have a Miramar rate, which is $25 an hour, or for non-residents, it's $30.
Okay.
And with our pavilion rentals or room rentals, there are security deposits, which is refundable, and they are depends on the location.
On the location that you rent. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. So that's good information to know, especially about the fields, because like you said, whether you're trying to do an organized sport for maybe like a league that you have, or if you want to do maybe a field day for the kids, you can definitely take advantage of that as well, but there is a rental fee for that.
And sometimes rates for fun days or special events, it sometimes you'll come through me, but it might go to someone else. But our staff is very nice, friendly, and know all the information, and we're able to assist you with all your needs to make sure you have the right information, because sometimes you might need insurance or different documents, and we'll make sure, we do all that we can to make sure you're able to hold your event here in the beautiful city of Miramar.
Thank you, Tiffany. That's wonderful information. So there you have it, everyone. We have opportunities available for any type of event, whether it be a wedding or a gala to an outdoor birthday party of some sorts. And you can also schedule your corporate meetings and gatherings as well with us. It's all right here in Miramar, like we love to say around here.
Yes.
And Tiffany, what is your contact information one more time for our audience so that they can, if they have any questions?
Okay, you could contact me directly again at 954-602-3173, and we also have a Parks and Recreation public line, which is 954-602-3172. And again, that number is 954-602-3172.
Thank you, Tiffany. Please also be sure to make sure you check us out on our website. That's MiramarFL.gov. You can find all this information online as well. You can also be sure to follow us on social media. We're very active on social media as far as updates are concerned with all of our facilities. And those handles are at City of Miramar, and you can find us there on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. Remember, we host Good Morning Miramar every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 10:30. Wishing you all a great day, and remember, it's right here in Miramar. Bye-bye.